Hey guys, I'm giving you a chance to log in really quickly. I'm popping through to say something really kind of quick, but it's very, very, very important. Give me a moment. I picked the absolute worst place to try to go live. How is everyone doing today? I'm on my way to someone's house to do them, but I'm about to stop and get something to eat. First, let me pull up to this light so I can get adjusted. People, it's like the old people are out here driving today. Everyone's driving in slow motion. I went up to the hospital. This is so crazy, y'all. I had some old doctor's bills from when I got sick, and I had my proof. Let's see. Ooh, that sun. I had I finally got my insurance cards, and I had time to go. Ooh. From Russia. We got somebody in here from Russia? Oh, wow. Hi. I don't know what just happened. Okay, that's better. I guess the light turned green, then it turned back. Now it's not green. Okay. That's good though. So I went to go take my medical card up to the hospital to clear up all these bills. It's like a lot of bills, but I was waiting on the medical card. And I went up to the hospital. I called them a million times, and they would not pick up the phone. And then I said, well, let me go up here, you know? And I went up to this hospital, and the entire hospital is shut down. And so I'm like, now what? The hospital is shut down. They have all these bills under my social security number, and the hospital is no longer existing, and they don't even have a forwarding number or anything. Oh, I tell you, life is never boring. I will tell you, it always gives you something to do. Life always will give you something to do. I figure it out. You know, one thing I learned about life is that there will always be things that come your way. It's all in how you handle them, so I'll get to it. But let's get to what I want to say today, seriously. I am very proud of everyone who wants to take the step to do this full time and everything. But what I am hearing from a lot of people in consultations and just listening to people and, you know, lives or whatever, no one is building their clientele right now. So I want to make it clear that you guys should be building clientele right now. Now, not after you graduate. Now, like right now. You should be practicing right now, doing people right now, getting clients in, setting up your social media, your brand right now. You really should. Now, if you all are scared and saying like, oh, I don't want to be, no one's gonna, you know, unless you do something ridiculously crazy. But from a business standpoint, you can't just say I got this license and want people to come pay money in your chair and you can just quit your job. That is not how this goes at all. So I say I got to make this clear that you got to be setting up your brand, because it takes time. It does not happen overnight, you guys. And I followed this girl, Zule Nails. She has a glue, and she said the same thing. She was like, she curses a lot. Y'all think I curse. She curses a lot. And she was like, I don't want you MFers to think this shit is easy. It's not, She's like, everybody's looking at where I am, and they just think it's gonna, and she went in, and I was like, I need to have her come on the show, just as an entrepreneur and telling people what it's really like. Because in these consultations and listening to you guys, you all are just like stagnant. You got to start now. Like, what are you doing to get clients today? Do you have the book? Do you have the book? I know some of you all have the book and you are not really reading the book. That's another thing I'm finding out. And I'm like, well, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time watching my channel if you're not going to do the stuff I'm saying. You can go preach. Yeah, I'm doing it though. Are you doing it? That's the question. Are you doing it? You know, a lot of people ain't ready for this. They ain't ready for they're not ready to do the work. I did a consultation with somebody. She's ready to do the work, but she didn't realize how much work needed to be done. And once you really start putting it into steps, It's a lot of work to be done. It's not going to be a snap of the fingers, or I read this book and I do this book and then I'm going to have all these clients. No, it's going to take time, you guys. It's going to take months and months to build a clientele. You need to get started right now. Like, I guess I wasn't being clear with that. Get started right now. And you're not going to make money right now. Get the money out your head right now, because right now it's about learning, building, and understanding how to handle people and run a business. So forget making money right now. Get started right now, getting clients in your chair, paying, non-paying. That's up to you. You know you're not supposed to be charging, but if you do charge, hey, that's on you. You know, but you got to start now. If you wait until you are done with school and all this and now you want to do this full time, you haven't made any plans to set up a consistent schedule, you haven't made any plans to have at least people that you know can fill your books, at least 10 to 12, at least 10 to 12 people a week, at least consistently, something around there. If you don't have that even set up, it's like, that's where you start. And I don't see a lot of people setting that up. They just do people as they come along. Like, oh, I do some people here and there and I really want to do this. Well, no, that's not what this is. If you really want to do this, you have to work hard at getting people consistently in your chair, so you know that you have X amount of dollars coming to you on a regular basis. And then the goal becomes to increase that dollar amount. How many of you all can say that you have a book of at least a dozen or 2 dozen people? And I'm not saying you've done a dozen or 2 dozen. I said a book, meaning people who come to you and you take care of their nail services. You are the person who touches their nails. Do you at least have a dozen of those people? Have you worked on at least getting a dozen people? If not, are you sure you're ready to do this? Because that's just the beginning, and that's definitely not enough to pay your bills, but it's a start to build from. It's a foundation. I'm just wondering, like, how many people have taken time to at least get a dozen people that they handle? Like, I'm your nail tech. I'm your nail tech. I'm your nail tech. They don't go to anyone. They come to you on a regular. That's what I'm finding and talking to people. When I'm talking to them and I ask that one question, I realize that there is a problem here, because people are like, oh, I have like 4 or 5 people. That's not a clientele. That's just like 4 or 5 people that you do sometimes, probably. Maybe a few you do regularly, but that's not a clientele. You know, realistically, we all know that's not enough to pay any type of real bills. You probably are taking that money and buying more stuff. So right now, we got to get started in learning how to build a clientele. What are some of the things that you guys are doing to build your clientele right now? Can you please put in the comments below? Make sure you share the video, like the video, but I want to know, what do you guys have set in place right now to start getting people in your chair to either practice on at least and get some good pictures, to get your word out there, get your brand out there? Like, what are you doing right now? Can anyone tell me what they're doing right now? Seriously. Not like, oh, 2 weeks ago I did this and you haven't touched it since. When I say seriously, I'm talking about on a regular. Somebody said I gave out my flyer on campus one time. How many times? Did you do it every day for a week? How many flyers did you pass out? Did you pass out 50 flyers? Or did you pass out 500 flyers? Or did you pass out 500 flyers a week? 500 flyers every month? No, that's not enough. Did you pass out 500 flyers, 1,000 flyers a week? How do you pass out 1,000 flyers? You don't have to pass out all 1,000, but you need to be getting 500 or so out your hand per week if you seriously want to build a clientele. I'm not getting on you. I'm glad you said that, because that's a good example. And I'm like, man, maybe I'm not being clear on what it's going to take, you guys. Like, if that's the route you want to go, you can't pass out 5, 6 clients, pass out 5, 6 flyers and say, I'm about to build my clientele, honey. That ain't how it go. You got to do a lot. How do you get rid of 500 to 1,000 flyers? You got to find places to put chunks of them, you know? Are you going in all the local beauty supply stores and asking if you can put those flyers there, you know, your business cards, whatever? You got to be getting some serious advertising materials out on top of your social media weekly, consistently. If you just did it one time, that ain't enough. It ain't enough. I'm telling you, it is not enough. I do not like being over here at all. It's not enough. It's not. You know, we do something one time, we feel good about it, and then expect this big old return on it. That's not how it goes. You're not going to get a big return off of doing something here or there. It's hard as hell. It actually is way easier than it used to be, because back in my day, you had to get on in your car and drive around, but you all got social media. So really, you know, if you had the book, you will know I tell you that flyers and stuff is really not necessary because of social media. But even with the social media, it has to be done so many times. If you only, like in the other live, 25 posts in total. That's how many posts you should be doing per week, bare minimum, when you're building. At least posting 3 to 4 times a day. Two is okay, but really you should be so excited and thirsty for this. You should be posting 3 to 4 times every single day. A certain way too, but every single day. How many people that follow this channel are actually doing this? And I don't want people to come and say, oh, I did it, I did that. Be real with yourself, because it don't affect my wallets, it affects your wallets. Are you doing it every single day? Every single day. I want people to get to the point where they don't even need to watch this channel, because they have done it and they were so diligent about it that they're where they need to be. And now they're helping others, or they're just off busy with their clients. Because watching me talk ain't doing nothing for you. It's not. I'm about to get something to eat before I go over here, though, because I haven't eaten today. I didn't realize I was on the street. Okay. I just want to know, like, you know, I need you all to go hard with this. Hard. You know, I just listen to everybody talk about how they really want it. Everybody said, I get so many people saying that to me all day long in my DMs, telling me all these stories and stuff. And then when I start asking them real questions about what they're doing, it's all these excuses. Well, I don't know anyone. No one will come sit in my chair. No, 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 no. This is a business of being social. That's why I say you can't be quiet in this business either. If you don't have people that can support you and come sit in your chair, you got to get up on your butt and you got to get on your feet and you got to go make it happen. You have to make it happen as an entrepreneur. You have to. That's why there's no real book. And people say, you know, you read stuff, you hear stuff, it might sound general, because there is no rule book to it. People can just tell you generalizations of what they did, but everybody's journey is different. But the one thing we will all tell you is that you have to be consistent, and you got to get up and do a lot of work, and you got to put yourself out there. It doesn't magically happen at all for no one. For no one. The only way it can magically happen for you is if you start doing a whole bunch of celebrities or popular people in your area who are pointing those people to you. That is the only way that you will just instantly get people. And you got to be super good for that celebrity person or whatever to want to even come sit in your chair to let you do them. So realistically, how many of us can say we have that option, you know? So I almost missed my turn. I want us to be more diligent in how hard we're working on our business, because I'm a little disappointed, not disappointed, I'm a little concerned with what I'm hearing people are doing. They're not doing enough. And that's why they're not going to see the results. They're not like you hear and see all of us, oh, I made this much, or I did this many people. You see me driving and doing all these events and all that, and people asking me about agencies. Man, I could tell you, agency, come on now, let's learn how to run a business first. That's a whole nother ball game. Agency, you got to be seasoned fast and everything. You got to get into the business first. Everybody want to jump right to the finish line, but nobody wants to start the race. Everybody want to be at the finish line, but nobody wants to start the race. This is hard work, and it is not going to happen overnight, and it's a slow race. It is a slow race. It takes time. A lot of you all going to get discouraged and quit before you should have, but I'm seeing a lot of people are now seriously getting started. I want y'all to seriously get started. Get started. Wait, hold on. Hey Joshua, hi. Got a person here. Hey, work hard, play hard. I pass out the flyer on my college campus. Clientele, go tell, it's in the word. Yeah, word of mouth on top of branding yourself. Hi, business cards. Put your portfolio on display so you can show off your work. Tell everybody, then tell them to tell their family and friends. Get out there and make your dreams happen. I agree. On top of always learning new things to better your craft so you can build your own confidence. Yeah, like, when I'm trying to do something or get something off the ground, I am like a mad woman with it. And I've said that numerous times. I'm like a mad woman with it. You can't put it down for a couple of days, pick it back up, put it there, put it back up, put it there. I deal with nails every single day of my life. Every single day. Even when I'm going away for my birthday trip, I'm going shopping while I'm there for supplies at my supply stores that I go to there. I'm going to be networking. I'm trying to make some things happen. I'm not going to mention it because it may not happen. I'm not sure. But I'm going to be try to do like some photo shoots and different things for my brand, even while I'm on vacation for my birthday. Because this is how entrepreneurs think. Even when we're relaxing or talking or whatever, we're still, if an opportunity presents itself to tie into our business, we're going to take the opportunity. Because it's not a hobby. We have to, our bills depend on it. It's very serious for us. So I really said, Tanisha, go online and say something to them, because I'm talking to a lot of people who are making some really bold moves, but they're not making themselves secure. And what's going to happen is they're going to jump out there and get their feelings hurt. Only way, and I meant to say this to somebody the other day in a consultation, the only thing that a person who has not prepared themselves or branded themselves, the only thing you can do if you have not taken time to brand yourself and build a clientele is go work for somebody else. And there's nothing wrong with that. But everybody keeps saying they want to work for themselves. Do you want to work for yourself? Because if you haven't put in the work, you're probably not ready to be a real entrepreneur. You probably need to go work in a salon and split your money with them, split your commission with them. That's what you need to do. Because then you could just go to work and work the hours they say, and you'll be doing nails. However, in most of those situations, you're not going to be doing all that designs. You're going to be doing more plain work. Or if you work in a salon, they're going to probably want booth rent unless you find somebody who's going to work with you on commission and let you do what you want to do. But typically when you are doing booth rent, you have your own clientele. So that's still being an entrepreneur. So for you guys who don't really know where to start, or you just overwhelmed with doing what it takes to be your own boss fully, you guys might want to look more into working at a salon under commission. There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I see too many people saying they want one thing, but their actions are not lined up to do that successfully. So I think maybe some people may want to work in a salon and slowly build their own personal clients up, because I don't want any of you all jumping out there and just trying to build a clientele off the cuff of your sleeve with no plan, no brand, no advertisement out. That you're gonna be sitting there looking crazy. You're gonna be sitting there looking at yourself crazy, and then you're just gonna quit. So for those people who are not, they're scared, they don't even know where to start, they're not finding success, go work at a salon. Go find you a commissioned salon like the hotel or something like that to work at until you figure it out. I don't want you all out here like, I hate this, I'm quitting, I'm never doing it, I'm a failure. I don't want you to do that. Some of you all that's probably going to be a better route. Ooh, is this a little bitty parking lot? I don't like sitting over here too long. So I'm going to go ahead and go. But that's all I had to say. I'm not going to talk you all to death. But I want you all, if you want to do this soon, this year in 2020, I don't care where you are in your career, you need to be getting some clients right now, today. Like, how hard are you working on this? Are you just talking about it? I'm going to tell you something. My friends know I hate talkers. I hate people who just talk about the same thing. And if I come around people and I start hanging around people who talk all this stuff like, yeah, we need to get on it, we need to do it, and then I'm a person of action. If I start trying to put something in action and that person starts wavering, I get away from that person, because I don't want that energy of procrastination on me, and I get away. You cool, but you not about the business like I'm about the business, so I'll let you figure that out. And that is how I am, because I gotta make money. I do. So okay, let me go ahead and get something to eat, and then I gotta go do somebody's nails, and then I may come back on later, because I'm planning to stop by Cece's place, and I might take off my no chip at her place because it's time for this to be done. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take it off for a couple of days and let my nails, just rest and put some strength on them, because I'll have to redo them before I leave to go out of town. So are there any other comments? Because I'm gonna go ahead and log off here. No? Okay, well, I'll catch you all in the next video. Thank you for listening and supporting. I wish everyone a blessed and prosperous day and week. Thank you. Wait, how do you end it? How do you end it?